Today is an important day for Kashmir and it's an important day for Pakistan. Pakistan has been championing the cause of Kashmir for a long, long time. We've had great leaders who led this struggle, both in Azad Kashmir and Indian occupied Kashmir. One politician, a Pakistani politician, came up with the idea some quarter of a century ago. And this idea has grown now to become something that is adopted by the Pakistani state, by the Kashmiri leadership, by the people of Kashmir, by the people of Pakistan. And I think now we've reached a stage where this day is beginning to trickle or go outside beyond the borders of Pakistan, beyond Kashmir. Kashmir is geographically, culturally, historically a continuation of Pakistan. Kashmir itself is a story of a struggle of a people, of the rights of a people. We often see Kashmir from the perspective of the territorial dispute between Pakistan and India. It is. But more than that, of course, it is a story of what the people of Kashmir, how they for 6 decades led a struggle that is no less significant than any of the freedom movements that we've seen over the last 100 years. Here at YFK, Youth Forum for Kashmir, we began this organization just a few months ago. We're still in our infancy. It is a platform where we're bringing young Pakistanis and young Kashmiris together. Especially, one of our main missions is to bring young Pakistanis and the young Kashmiris in Indian-occupied Kashmir on a single platform. But one of the key issues that we face is this question that I just referred to. Should we in Pakistan put Kashmir on the back burner, focus on trade relations with India and other issues and other problems, governance issues that we have, and wait again for a mysterious, so far undefined time when Kashmir will be ripe for a solution? Should we do this? This is one of the key questions that we've debated, that we've discussed, and we reached a conclusion. We reached a conclusion that it is time for us to start and lead an effort inside Pakistan. If the political leadership of the country could not be united on a single definition or a single policy toward Kashmir, it is time for us, the young Pakistanis, to unite the younger generation at least on a single idea of how we should approach a resolution to Kashmir. The trade between Pakistan and India is at satisfactory levels. Obviously, you can always improve. But we have the trade right now between Pakistan and India is at acceptable, satisfactory levels. We need not be too worried about developing trade. We are moving toward increased trade. We are moving toward regional integration. And I think the creation of a fake hype and an impression that we are somehow lagging behind and we need to put Kashmir on the back burner in order to focus on trade is a wrong proposition and a wrong idea, and an idea that misleads the debate in Pakistan, and that it is important that we point out this fact that trade between Pakistan and India is moving satisfactorily. When we launched our forum 3 months ago, we were so glad, Mr. Kakar, to see the union of Baloch students at Quaid-e-Azam University in Islamabad voluntarily join us at the launching ceremony. We were so glad to see a few days before the launching, groups of students from Khairpur, Sindh, come here and ask us if there's anything that they could do to promote this cause. And of course, we have received tremendous support from across the border, the eastern border, in Indian-occupied Kashmir. I'm so glad to report to you that for the first time, I think, in more than 60 years, we are beginning to develop a proper structure and a format for young students from Srinagar to interact with young students from across Pakistan. This is happening for the first time. And it is just the beginning, and I have no doubt that in the months ahead you will see that we will give structure and we will give format, and hopefully we will receive here in Islamabad delegations from young Kashmiris coming from Srinagar and interacting directly with young Pakistanis. We've started online, we've started through other means of communication. We are meeting now, beginning to meet outside Pakistan, outside India, and I'm sure it is not far. When we will meet, we will see increased visits by young delegations from Srinagar, from the University of Srinagar here in Pakistan. In 1950, when we were 3 years old, when we did not have any Lashkar-e-Taiba, we did not have any movement going on in Kashmir, any movement large enough as it is today, that is, India moved to Afghanistan and began to use the Afghan soil to foster and create insurgencies across Pakistan's western regions. And I think Pakistan showed tremendous patience. 50s, 60s, 70s, probably toward the late 70s and 80s that we actually began to do something about it. Obviously, any nation, no nation can ignore when a territory next to you is being used against your interest. And I think in a way, it goes, the same goes for Kashmir. If the Indian army is sitting on the Kashmiri rivers, which also feed us, and if the Indian army is sitting on heights that overlook our important regions and cities, I think it would be a strategic blunder. I mean, this is an argument that I sometimes get into with some of the people who say, please talk about Kashmir dispassionately. Do not be sentimental. Do not be emotional. So if I were to be dispassionate and not sentimental and not emotional, I still have a very, very strong argument to be involved and be supporting and care about and be interested in Kashmir.